Yo, welcome back to my channel. Yeet, yeet. We've been growing up in subscribers a lot. Like, thank you everybody who's been subscribing to the channel. This time I wanted to show you like a little project that I started. I'm not finished with the cartoon that's coming out. I'm still working on episode 4. Oh man, it's gonna be really cool. I can't wait to show you guys that. But I did start something yesterday, which was like a challenge for myself because I figure if you want to be the best, you always got to challenge yourself. Like that's what Ash did from Pokemon. He always challenged himself. This nigga always challenged every time he could find a chance to challenge himself. He challenged himself. Also, Goku and Vegeta, they always challenge themselves. So I feel like I should challenge myself too. So this weekend what I did is I saw this actual video of, I don't even remember whose video it was, but some dude, he made a video and he was like, he saw a video where the dude told him do a game in a day, do a game in a week, do a game in 2 weeks, blah blah blah. So I was like, yo, that's a good strategy. So yesterday I started to do a game in 1 hour. I started with an hour, and so the first game that I came up with, I didn't finish it because I never practiced making games in an hour, and I only got, you know, you'll see. This is the video for that. So the first thing that I had to do was I opened up a new Unreal Engine project, and I just started brainstorming like what could I actually make in an hour. And so I thought maybe like I could make like a bowling game because I've done something similar like this game called Cue Ball that I made. And so I decided to go with bowling. So the first thing I had to do was open up Blender and actually design a bowling pin. So I didn't look at a reference or anything, I just went off of memory and I designed what I thought a bowling pin would look like. Then I decided to bring that bowling pin inside of Unreal Engine. And inside of Unreal Engine I decided I needed to have a landscape material because I want the grass to look like grass. So I built a big landscape material that has grass and dirt, and then I built my landscape out. The landscape is pretty much a hill, and at the end of the hill there is a small bowling alley, like a bowling lane, and it's filled with 10 pins, just like in any like real bowling. And the idea of the game is you're supposed to push a ball down the hill into the pins. And I thought, very, very simple idea. I can go ahead and knock this out. But by this time, I'd already spent 30 minutes working on the landscape and designing the actual area. I decided to put a sprint so that the character could run a little bit faster so they could put some momentum into the ball. And I put physics on the ball so it could just roll. As it rolls down the hill, you can see it roll all the way down the hill, and it's not necessarily going to hit every single time. So I wanted a way for the player to be able to see the ball going down the hill. Also needed a way for the character to restart the game. So when they restart the game, they could push the ball down the hill, and then they can see the actual ball from the other side. I thought this was the best feature, and this is actually what took up the rest of my hour. So you can restart the game, and I wanted to make a camera so you can see the ball. So I put a camera down at the bottom, and I made a button so you can switch to that camera whenever you desire to, and it's going to be a smooth transition so you can watch the ball come and hit the pins. Now this camera again took up most of my time towards the end here. It took me a good 10 minutes to implement the camera and have it correct, but I thought it looked nice and I liked the transition. But that was the end of my hour, and so literally that's the game. I didn't get a chance to do a character, I didn't get a chance to do a title screen or any of that, but within the hour I did build the landscape and I did put the physics and a couple controls into the game to make it a little bit more interesting. So that's what I got here, my little bowling game that I made in 1 hour. I have to start over on a new game now because I didn't complete this one in an hour. So the next hour game that I'll do, hopefully I'll finish it so I can move on to the 1 day game. But thanks for joining me on this one. I'll holla at y'all next time. Peace.